been a long day. You just wanted to go away. You can't sleep at night. And now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel love today. Yeah, we can tingle it away. Now I'm here. ASMRTheChew, yeah. ASMRTheChew, yeah.
Hello. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Now, today, I am just going to be doing a chit-chat responding to a request from Marina Ray. Okay, my last video that I put up was a makeup video. My last video that I put up was a hard candy chit-chat ASMR makeup video, and in that video I was just like frantic on these because I was rushing and I was nervous about going to go see Kalani. So anyway, Marina Ray left me a comment, and let me read her comment to you. It says, "Thank goodness for you." It says, "Thank goodness for you in this video spirit. It's days like today. I am so happy to be one of your spirits of lights. A terrible day. I worked at Starbucks and was screamed at and threatened by a customer over coffee. It took everything in me not to go ham on this girl and kick her ass for thinking she could talk to another human being the way she did. Long story short, after the incident, I was able to take a 10-minute break to cool down, and this video saved my day. Thank you, Spirit. Could you do a chit-chat video on advice for how to handle conflicts in different situations? Thank you, beautiful." Yes, that's why I am here. Yes, indeed. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm just going to be chit-chatting with you about, situations, okay? Okay, because we have situations come up in our life, and sometimes, depending on what's going on with us, you may handle it differently than you may have handled it another time. Now, before I start, I want to say happy birthday, Luke Smith. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Luke. Happy birthday to you. Yes, happy birthday, and celebrate all month long. Yes, indeed. Now, I had got a request that someone asked, can I do tapping the camera and scratching the camera as well? Now, I'm gonna do they were so good to me. I liked the job, but every single at the beginning of the month, it used to be these two girls used to come inside the place. Two girls, okay? They had a bunch of freaking kids every freaking time they came inside of Popeyes, and it got to the point that when I saw them, I would try to make it look like I had something to do. I had to mop up the floor. I had to do anything not to have to deal with them, because I always seem to get into like a small conflict with these customers, okay? And it was only them, and one of the girls had long, big dookie braids in her hair. At the time, they used to be called poetic justice braids. I probably don't know nothing about that, but anyway, she had these big old braids in her hair, a bunch of them, and she wear it in a ponytail to one side, then wear the rest down, and she was just always like, y'all ever seen that show, Martin? When he act like Shanae? That's who this freaking girl remind me of, Shanae, okay? Always coming in, always like got her long fingers out and talking to her friend and talking big jump, and you could tell she talking about you because she looking at you, and then they start laughing, you know what I'm saying? So, and then they let their little kids run around the floor, running between customers. It was always just so loud every time they came in. So this particular time she came in, they ordered. Popeyes is a chicken place, so of course they're gonna order chicken. They always order in, and she ordered from my line. She told me that she wanted the 9-piece chicken, I guess at the time. And back then, Popeyes used to give you a biscuit with every piece of chicken. If you got 13 pieces of chicken, you got 13 freaking biscuits. Like, they don't do that now, but they did back then, and the biscuits were like big, you know what I'm saying? So she comes up to the counter, and she's with her friend, okay, and they standing in line. There's a bunch of people in line. I had already served them and everything, and I saw her eating on a chicken leg while she was in line, and she was just eating on it, and she was talking real loud. So when she finally got up to the counter, I was like, yes, can I help you? And she said, one of my chickens were missing. So I said to her, it's okay, where's the box? And her friend threw the box on the counter, and I was like, okay, where's the chicken? All the chicken was gone out the box, right? And she gonna say, it's right here. Right here. She eating on the chicken. I said, where the rest of the chicken? It's gone, but I'm telling you, one was freaking missing, and I want my chicken, you know? So I was like, because she came up there with a box full of freaking bones and no chicken, but the chicken she was eating on, I told her that we couldn't replace it because she should have came up there as soon as she recognized that a piece of chicken was missing. And she was like, who is you? You gonna give me another piece of chicken? Matter of fact, you gonna give me two, because you don't give me no hard time. I'm the customer. The customer's always right. So I'm standing there, right? Now this young girl is about the same age as I am, okay? And I'm like, okay, this is my job. I'm not about to give her no free chicken, you know? And I said, I'm sorry, but 1 second. I was on top of her fucking ass. I was beating the hell out of her ass. I was on top of her. And then she was like, and I was like, I was punching her as hard as I could. I was trying to fucking take her face off her. Okay, but then you know what happened? You know what happened? My boss, he comes from around the counter and he picks my body up. And while he picking my body up, I'm still on her. I'm still fighting her. I'm still crying. I'm thinking about all the freaking times she came inside that freaking place and gave me a hard time. That's all I could think about. And then I could hear her friend something. Don't let her get you like that. Get her, get her, get her. You need to get her ass. And her friend didn't even jump into it. Her friend was just telling her she need to fight me back. And my boss was like saying, let go, you gotta let her go, let her go. I wouldn't even let her go. And the boss was dragging me back towards the counter. And the floors were like orange with like little black, like they were orange, like squares, okay? And it had black stream lines like going down it to separate them. And I was dragging her across the floor with her head while the boss was dragging me through my waist trying to get me off her. I was taking her in the back with me, and then he whispered in my ear, he's like, look, okay, you got her. You need to let her go. And all I could think about was like, oh snap, oh my God, I just whooped her ass. I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. That I jumped on this woman. And then my boss told me, he said that he saw the chicken come across the counter in slow motion. He said he knew with all his heart I was about to whoop this woman's butt, okay? And he said he froze. He said when that chicken hit my face, he said I jumped on top of the counter. One leg went right on top of the counter, and I was on top of her ass. He said I jumped across that counter like I was Spider-Man. I was on top of her so fast she didn't even see it coming. Let me tell you, okay? See, I ain't had nobody back then to tell me, to teach me about being humble and about the energy, you know what I'm saying? Because what you're responsible for everything you receive and everything you put out, okay? Let me tell you, I felt so bad, like I could not believe that I lost it like that. I had a child, I was 18 years old, and that was my job, and my boss kept saying, you know what, you don't have to worry about it, it wasn't your fault, just let it go, just learn how to deal with situations better next time. And I was not there, okay? And she probably didn't even give a hoot or probably even think about me no more, but my money was affected, okay? Now, a lot of times when it comes to us ladies, sometimes we're going through things like what I'm about to tell you, not gonna always just work for us ladies. And let me explain to you why. Because we have hormones. Hormones is like our evil sister. It's like, oh my God, it's hormones. Let me in. No, I don't want to see you this much. Oh, you need to let me in. I'm not going away. I'm going to just nag you until you let me in. Oh my God, there's hormones. Let me just let them in. Okay, there's nothing we can do about hormones. We go through changes, and sometimes you go through a situation and you be upset, freaking crying, mad, and you don't know why. And then when situations come up, you seem to handle it the wrong way. You take things the wrong way. Extra mile, or like somebody's picking with you. You just feel all of the extra because of the hormones. Can't figure out why. You're like, oh my freaking God, my God, why am I acting like this? My God, this is why I was acting this way, because freaking hormones showed up this month. You know what I'm saying? Hello, I'm here. And you're like, dang, I should have known it was hormones, So now in situations like this, sometimes you just gotta breathe yourself through it. And sometimes you gotta just say, you know what, humble yourself. Let me be quiet. Let me not say nothing right now. And sometimes it's best to be quiet. You ain't always gotta be the one to say something. You ain't always gotta be the one to talk back. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when people come at you, you ready when hormones show up, you ready to go, you ready to fight, okay? You ready to get down and nitty-gritty, you ready to curse them out. But you know what? Sometimes it's better to just be quiet and just listen. Now, sometimes people will try you. They'll do everything they can to try to make you upset or make you respond to their negativism. Somebody might come up to you and accuse you or something, and you know you didn't do it, but you know you're not feeling good. The only thing you could do is listen to what they say. And then you know what you do. You say, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but right now, I'm not feeling good. I can't deal with this right now, but I will deal with you later. And sometimes you have to tell people that you're going to deal with them later, because you know that you're feeling vulnerable. You know that it's easy for you to cry. You know that you're upset right now. But people don't know that. They don't know that you're going through something, but they just being their nasty, negative self. You ask a person to do something really, really important for you. Really, really important for you. And they tell you to your face that they're going to do it. They tell you, oh, sure, no problem. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure I do this for you. And you're thinking that everything's okay. But then you find out that that person didn't even do you the favor. They didn't even do nothing that they had promised that they would do. Nothing. They didn't do nothing. And then the reason why they told you that they would do it, because they knew that if they didn't do it, that this was going to cause you some type of habit. That this might even get you in trouble. It don't even care if you find not going to do what you said you was going to do. You knew that if you didn't do it, I would get in trouble. You knew that I would be upset. You knew I didn't feel good. And then you might get this answer. Oh my God, I forgot. You might not get that one. You might get this one. No, I didn't do what you said to. And then you're looking like, but why? Why would you tell me you're going to do something and you knew you wasn't going to do it? I just didn't do it. Now they ready for a fight. Now they ready to see you really get smart with them so they can finally say all the things they've been waiting to say to you, waiting to do all of the negative stuff that they could possibly do to cause you to be upset and cause havoc upon your life. But because you listen to spirit, this is how you gonna handle it. So you didn't keep your word to me. Okay. So now that I know that your word is no good, I won't ask you to do anything else for me. Alright, see you later. Have a good day. That's how you're gonna handle that. You're not gonna go and be ready to argue, curse the person out, or ready to beat the person up. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because that negative, nasty energy that they got belong to them. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing when somebody do you wrong. And if you start to think in your mind that you got to do something, no, you ain't gotta do none of that. You ain't gotta think about doing none of that. I'm gonna tell you why. If you don't take on any of that negative energy, all of that nastiness belong to that person. All of it. They don't get to share it with you. They don't get to see you go through any changes or have it because of their negative energy. They gotta eat that all by themselves. They gotta eat the whole thing. And when it comes back on them, they have no idea how it's gonna come. It's gonna happen to them. When you're dealing with a negative person or negative people that may do stuff to you that you didn't do nothing to them. It's not your fault that caused negativism on you. They just do it out of nowhere. And then you gotta eat that. You gotta swallow it and be like, what the freak? No, you ain't gotta eat it. And you ain't gotta swallow it because somebody coming at you wrong. That's their bull. That's their crap. That's their doodle that they gotta deal with. You understand? Now the moment that you feel like you gotta prove to them that they not gonna do this to you or talk to you this way or treat you this way is the moment that you start to share that energy with them. Now, just like my girl at Starbucks, freaking people come in there, wanna yell and scream at her and talk to her any old kind of way. Refusing service. If you gonna talk to me this way or scream and holler at me, I am not going to service you. Leave it like that. I looked at them like they was out their freaking mind and let it be that. Cause you sitting up there looking right crazy. You sitting up there yelling and screaming at somebody. I hate when people don't have communication skills. When they have a hard time telling you what's wrong or what they need or what they want. Because they don't have communication skills. When you're dealing with somebody who don't have communication skills, cause you to end up wanting to fight them. You could end up in jail behind somebody else's negativism. But you got to humble yourself. Humble yourself. Don't let nobody mess up your money because that's your job. That's your money that you're making. You don't want nobody to come and mess up what you got going for yourself. And then guess what? In the next hour or two, they're not even going to remember what they did. They ain't even going to be thinking about what they did. But you may be out of a job. Or you may be taking on or get ready to pay for karma because you joined in the negative energy with them. No, you let that all that negative nastiness that they tried to put on you, don't receive it. You let them have all of that belongs to them. And Lord knows, just pray for them. I want you to know, it takes time. It really does. It takes time to learn how to really humble yourself and not receive any of the negative other people try to place on you. Now, I don't know why this woman went off on you over some freaking coffee, but you know what? Oh my God, that coffee. When it comes to coffee, people, I don't know. Yeah, somebody might jack somebody up over some freaking coffee. You know what I mean? But let me tell you, don't take on nobody's crap. And I bet you go through a lot of stuff working at Starbucks because you're dealing with people who leave freaking caffeine. You know what I'm saying? And people without caffeine freaking crazy. Okay? Dealing with somebody who, now somebody threatening you, that's another thing. As soon as somebody starts threatening you, you need to be calling the police, filing charges or something, because nobody has the right to threaten you. But somebody just screaming and hollering over some freaking coffee, let them freaking scream and holler. But you ain't got nothing to do with that because they the ones looking crazy and they the ones that's got to deal with that negative energy, because at that moment, while they doing all of that screaming and hollering, opening up the door for more negative energy to come in, and all that negative energy is coming in, and they're gonna have to deal with all of that later. And while that door is open, don't join them. Don't go in that door with them. Don't accept none of that negative energy. Just let it roll the freak off and you like it ain't nothing. Now, if you can just humble yourself enough, if you're not so upset that you can't talk to the person, you can say, well, you know what? I'm sorry about this situation. What is it that you want us to do to fix it? Now, if it's possible for you to fix it, then fix it. Now, if it's not possible for you to fix it, let her know why it's not possible, why you can't help her, and that's it. But don't take on nobody else's bull crap, nobody else's stuff, seriously. And let me tell you, you're going to have growth, because one day, somebody going to start their bull crap with you, and you're not even going to feel it. You're not even going to feel some kind of way. You're not even going to be like, hold up. No, you ain't going to be none of those things. Let me tell you why. Because you're going to have spiritual growth. That even when people try to commit negative stuff against you, you're not going to receive it. So no negative stuff is going to be open towards you. It's going to, because let me tell you something, that energy, it don't disappear. No, it don't disappear. It travels until it travels to who's calling it. Someone else out there committing negative stuff, doing negative stuff, saying negative stuff, being negative. Here come that energy. would just tell you that. But I'm gonna tell you like this. People will try to see if they can take you out of your comfort, take you out of yourself, bring you down to another level, so they can prove that you ain't who you are. Just so other people could see that you could be nasty, you could be mean, and you could be hateful, you could be spiteful. They want other people to see that because they can't stand the good in you. They can't. It's sad, but it's true. Remember what I told you. It's easy to be bad. It's hard to be good. Because it don't come easy. It's a practice. It's a practice. You have to learn how to humble yourself every single day, in every situation, all your surroundings, in your circle. And once you do that so many times, it starts to become natural, because then you'll be aware and you'll get it. You will get it. Then you won't be like, oh, that person just did that just so they could hurt my feelings. You know what you'll be like? Oh shoot, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's all of them. Yes. Thank you so much for watching, Lights. Yes, and I will see you in the next video. Good morning. Hello, Lights. How are you? I am sitting here doing nothing. Actually, I'm waiting for my daughter. She supposed to be bringing me some water. I am going to try to focus on intaking some water, maybe like 4 ounces every hour. Yeah, I'm going to try to focus on that today because unfortunately I'm feeling a little bit like the weather, you know, when the weather is a little weird in my body and my bones, they act up for me. But I just wanted to bring you some relaxation this morning. I went to Starbucks. Yes, I wish the sun was out, you know, and maybe it'll peep out here and there, you know, but it's not out yet. And it's a little windy and just tiny little raindrops coming down, like you can barely see them, but they're there, you know, like it's mist. That's what it is. And it's kind of cloudy. It looks sad out here, you know, but it also looked like one of them days, like you see the way I look, this is the way I feel. I got on this like big old flannel, like it's actually a dress, but I'm wearing it like a big giant blouse, and then I got on some flannel pants, and then I got this scarf on, so I look like I got my pajamas on today. Yeah, I'm just as comfortable as I can be because I just want to feel comfort, you know. I need to go to the store this morning. I'm out of creamer, and because we out of creamer, we got to go to Starbucks this morning. Yeah, yeah. I drank the last of the creamer last night. I did a video, the flaming hot chips. No, it wasn't last night. I think it was the night before. Flaming hot chips, and then I made me some coffee with the last of the creamer. So yeah, my daughter didn't get to get her coffee this morning. So we went to Starbucks, and her best friend sent her, y'all know Shanice, like her sister, sent her Starbucks $5 off. Like all they had to do was scan her phone. They scanned her phone and we got $5 off our order. So it was like yes, you know, so yeah. Of course, I got my macchiato this time. I made sure the guy, Josh was at the window this time. Josh is so cool. He's so sweet. He's such a character. He was like, well, come on up then. When after we order, I felt like I was on a gaming show and whatnot. Like the way he talked, it was like, hello, what can I do for you today? And I said, can I have a macchiato? But can you make sure sure will. It will be decaf. And is it anything else? I said, oh, that would be all for today. After that, with everything, he's like, well, come on up then. I was like, damn, am I about to go get me a prize that I with some money? But he is the bomb. I love me some Josh. Oh my God, Josh is the bomb. And he's cute too, but you know, he gay. That's all I'm gonna say. So you know, I only could love him but so far. But he's cute as hell.